right, 3, 2, 1. We're already recording. All right.
Yeah.
This is a typical
nice
podcast.
Shirt, bro.
Yeah,
I haven't seen this colorway yet.
This colorway. You know, we're getting ready to revamp it on Devo. I'm gonna just release one shirt a month.
Dope.
Exclusive. It may never come back into production unless y'all want it to come back. And I'm just gonna do one. And I thought, you know, like I might do one and do a couple colorway options, or just do one and then the next one might be a new colorway. Who knows?
Cool. I mean, we could always bring the goat back.
I like the goat.
If we put the goat on that shirt, that'd be nice.
Small goat or big goat?
No, the goat, like this, the shirt is different from this one.
Yeah.
So if we put
goat,
if we put big goat on that shirt, I feel like it would pop.
Big goat?
Big goat.
I put mini goat on a short shirt like this.
I know. I didn't like it.
Yeah,
I like the minimalism, but the goat is so goated.
True.
Goat.
It's so funny when I created that. Like, I walked in to work at the time, and someone was like, Shawn, what the hell you got on? Like, it's
I'm
a
the
goat, baby.
Well,
come on.
They were probably wearing
put my
Hollister.
hooves on that, that grass.
Yeah, they were probably wearing Hollister or Abercrombie, so.
I mean, I didn't create it that long ago. Does anyone wear that?
What?
Hollister and Abercrombie? Is that
No, I'm
even
just
a thing
saying that
anymore?
people who wear that now have horrible taste.
Oh, it's certain to say. That's like seeing Aeropostale. Like, where'd you get that from? Like a time?
No
time?
one wears that. People.
No, I'll see people wearing it. It's like, what the hell?
Aeropostale?
Where'd you? Yes, I'll see
They
it
got
on
it from the
videos.
They got it from the
Like, there'll be like a
ancients.
video that goes viral. Like, where'd you get that at? Oh, man, out of my grandpa's closet. It's like, God.
Oh.
Aeropostales in grandpa's
I thought you meant
closet?
in person. Like, no one.
No,
you don't
I've
see
seen it in person.
That's crazy. I've seen Abercrombie.
I don't even know. Is that even a business anymore?
I don't think so. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't. There's no way they're in business.
I mean, they're definitely not in our area, but they might still be.
It's kind of like
in
Gap.
like New York.
Gap
or
is just
something.
an ancient word that we use to reference children.
Or Kanye.
Did you get your stuff from the Gap?
Or
The
the
heck
classic,
is that
like
even?
when your shirt's so tight, it's like, oh, did you get that from Baby Gap? Wow.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
I
I
bet
actually
you
did
have.
hear that very recently.
Well,
Like-
you wear tight shirts. I mean, that's just...
I wear shirts that fit me, but my
And
my arms
then,
and stuff-
once you find a shirt that fits you, you say, give me one size smaller.
no. Like,
I
when
shop, and I find a shirt that fits good, and then I get it 2 sizes smaller.
See, if I had arms that were normal human size, this
you
shirt
trying
would
to
look
say?
perfectly normal on me. That's the problem. I just happen to fill out the sleeves.
Hold on.
on
Let
some
me
shirts.
tuck mine in. There. Oh.
You see, like, if,
There we
if
go.
my
Look at
sleeve
that.
looked like that, I'd be busting the threads. That's why I'm saying. Like, I wear shirts that fit me. It's just that my arms are bigger. I'm not gonna find a shirt that fits my body frame and then my arms, or it's gonna fit my arms, and then on the body frame it's just gonna be super big. I'm gonna look like I'm wearing a gown.
You know what I hear? Body shaming. That's what I hear.
Body shaming.
Yeah, me.
Myself.
No, my arms.
What
You
do
said,
you
well, my arms were like yours.
No, I said if my sleeves were that small.
I'd be busting out because it's so damn bony. What?
Oh, you're just
I'm
putting words in
cutting
my mouth.
thread over here? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm glad you. I'm about to tell you to mute.
Oh, I know. I got 2 phones. Kevin Gates, baby. All right, so I'm growing the hair out, and it's driving me nuts because I am the dude that gets a haircut every week. Every week I get a haircut.
Yeah.
And I don't always cut the top, but the sides every week because I can't stand, like, I can't even stand the way it looks. Like, I think people look better when they have a fresh haircut. I think you can look sleeker. I think
Or you
it's
can
just...
look worse. You can look a lot
I mean,
worse.
if you got like a jacked up haircut, if you put a bow on your head and you
No.
just... But I'm saying, like, there are some, like... You can't tell me a fresh haircut doesn't look good.
People who get haircuts every
But like
day,
a buzz, like zzz
Yeah,
on the sides.
like
it looks good,
people
bro.
who get like a taper fade or something
Yeah.
nice like that every day always look nice, but they do it every day. They hardly ever let their hair grow out unless it's just like
That's what I'm saying.
they
That's
get
why
them
I...
Insta pics and then they let it grow. For
And that's why I do it for like a week. Because my hair doesn't grow that rapid, so a week is about... And it's not even really a week. I do every 6 days.
That's why I let my hair grow out because
But
it
now-
grows so fast.
But now it's like I'm trying to grow it out and trying to get into that, like... I'm trying to get to that sex symbol. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get to that like mystique, heartthrob. Heartthrob's a
like
better
Matthew
word.
McConaughey.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Well, I mean, maybe not Matthew.
No, Matthew.
Nah, maybe like a Leo. You know what I mean?
Their hair is the same. Matthew might have longer in the back.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get that swoop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you want the swoop.
I want that swoop. I want to just, yeah, you got it going on. And maybe that's what it is. You've come over so much that, like, I've been seeing your hair in the stages, and it's just like, you know, like, he doesn't style it the way I would. He styles it horribly, but
I can't style it. He doesn't
I'm
want to
messing with
listen
you.
to me.
I'm just saying, like, you know, I want that. But then I look at it how it is now, and I'm just like, oh, I gotta shave it. I gotta like just cut it.
You gotta get to
I
that
gotta
stage.
at least like cut it like to here.
Every dude knows if you've ever grown your hair out past 3 inches, there's that awkward stage where you get cowlicks and the swoop ain't swooping. You wake up with bedhead and it's unfixable. Like you just want to shave it all off. Once you get past that stage, though, once you get to 4 inches, and
Bruh, I mean, I feel like I probably got 4 up top.
No.
I just ain't got.
Okay,
Bruh.
right there is like 3, maybe. An inch is literally this long. 4 inches is 4 inches is quite a bit.
And y'all remember that, all right?
Yeah.
That's all I'm
4
gonna
inches-
say.
To my man, 4 inches is quite a
That's all
bit.
I'm gonna say. Well,
You got the
hold on.
OJ.
Yeah, man, we breaking out the orange juice.
I gotta
one.
tell you something in a second. Unless I can go ahead.
I seen a video. Hold on, I wanted to comment on the 4 because I seen him. Dude, I got this guy on Snapchat. His name's Tyrone, and he never disappoints on his stories, dude. They're always gold. They're memes, but they're just always gold, bro. So it's like an event. Like if I'm getting on Snapchat, it's like, all right, where's Tyrone at?
Where's
like, I gotta see what he's posted.
I would do like that.
It's pure gold. Like Tyrone, if you're watching this, like I'm inspired by your stories. And it was one where like this girl was getting the guy was like cutting her hair or whatever, and he was like, yeah, like she was like, oh, I'll take like an inch off. He's like, oh, we're like 4 inches or something like that, and she was like, no, 4 inches is a lot, and then it just smiled like real big. It zoomed in on his face, like, yeah.
It's always a lot when they're talking about anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but anyway, so orange juice, right? Plenty of vitamin C, correct?
See, I have a bad habit of just like drinking one
Inhaling?
of these a day, bro.
That's not bad.
No,
not technically-
kidney wise, bad. Stones, bruh. Rocks.
Oh,
Not the kind of rocks
acid?
you want.
'Cause
you
of the
know what I
citric
mean?
acid?
Yeah.
Well, anyways,
Anyway.
I lack citric acid. I like vitamin C in general. My manager last night was telling me about.
What? Oh, okay. Never mind. Go ahead.
He was telling me about scurvy and like how that's like something that you get with the lack of vitamin C. And he was telling me all these foods that don't have it, and he was just describing food that I eat. Like I hardly eat vegetables or fruits because it's just my diet right now consists of rice, beef, chicken, and oatmeal. I don't really eat other stuff because every time that I eat veggies, I just get really gaseous. And when I eat fruit, I get gaseous. But like, I guess I need to start eating those now. So after the podcast, I'm gonna go get some apples.
There you go. Just mix it up.
But
Put it in your oatmeal.
Yeah, I know, but it's just like extra calories that I don't want like at all. I might just do veggies.
Or just do some like, or get you some frozen grapes, bruh.
That's easy peasy.
That's easy, and that's like a snack. Like frozen grapes is like the ice cream for healthy people. You
But
know what I mean?
an
You put
apple-
those in there and you just pop them in.
An apple is what I need to do because it's the easiest for me to eat, and I'm addicted to them when I start eating them. But anyways, he's just describing this whole. I was telling him all the foods I eat, and he's like, "Yep, no vitamin C." I was like, "Dang, am I getting scurvy?"
I already know who you're talking about too.
Yeah,
he's just
I know,
very
'cause
like
it's
he's
odd.
like that. Yeah, like
He
why
just
do
knows.
you know that?
He's
Why
telling
do
me
you
about the
know
pirates,
that?
how they all had scurvy because they didn't have teeth and they bled everywhere, and I was like, "Oh, okay, well that's nice to know."
Well, hey, all I'm saying is I got.
He's like, "I'll give you $100 to get scurvy." I was like, "What? Get scurvy, bro." He was telling me to
Who gets that?
Yeah, like
Is that a thing anymore?
It's rare, but like it's because you like vitamin. Surely I not get enough vitamin C from other things that I consume when I'm
Yeah.
not on my diet.
I'm sure that you get it. I'm sure like if
You
you
gotta-
really
you
broke
gotta-
it. Dang.
You gotta be avoiding. You gotta be trying.
You
to
can always
avoid
take a
it.
supplement too.
Yeah, the protein that I probably eat has plenty of vitamin C in it.
Yeah, and I was starting to say, like, you could literally take, like, vitamins in the morning.
I know you could take vitamins, but that's lame. I would rather eat an apple than take vitamins.
I take vitamins? What's wrong with vitamins? You shaming?
No. Like, I'm just saying, like, if I was trying to avoid scurvy, I would much rather just start eating.
Oh, well, yeah.
If that was my end goal.
Okay, yeah.
I'll take vitamins.
I was just saying, like, if you're just wanting to, like, spice it up.
If I was, like, 8% body fat, yeah, I'm taking multivitamins so I don't die.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, like, right now, I'm pretty much chilling. I just probably should eat more fruits and veggies.
Dude, one time I measured my body percent fat, and that... scary.
Surely you're at single digits year-round.
Yeah, bro, it was low. But I mean, this was before I went to the Navy, and it was something they were doing, or maybe I went. I can't remember, but I got it measured, and I mean, it was like low. Yeah, I know. Well, like low. Like the person was like, "Dude, you don't have enough fat. Like you need to have a little more." Like
the good thing for you though is this is kind of like backhanded, but you didn't have a lot of muscle mass. The more muscle mass and less body fat you have, the better chance you die. Because, there's just no energy being circulated in your body.
Yeah.
So, wherever you were at, you were probably I bet you were chilling around 5 or 6, which is where you can live if you're eating.
Yeah, I was at like 5.
Yeah, but bodybuilders who are at 4 or 5, they die. And if they don't die, they come close. They tear a muscle. Something crazy happens to them. That's why they don't. Instead, like back in the day, like Arnold's era, my boy, they'd be around 9 to 10% probably, 8 to 10%, and they just kind of look bulky, because that was just healthier.
You ever watched a Pumping Iron? I know you've watched it.
Yeah.
God, it's so good.
Yeah, the pump, it feels like I'm coming. I'm coming everywhere.
All the time.
I'm coming all the time. Yeah, no, it's a great movie.
Oh man, dude, it's awesome. I always liked watching him, Ronnie Coleman.
Yeah,
those nothing but a peanut. I mean, but now, man, I don't like watching it because I got on a thing where like it was showing back about a year ago when I was posting on TikTok a lot. It would show me like motivational videos because that's what I was like posting, and it would show me like Ronnie Coleman, and then like, but then like ads for him like trying to sell like this cream would pop up, and it's like. Some kind of ab cream. He's just hustling. He's just trying to make a buck. But he'd have like that big ass hernia sticking out. And he's just like rubbing all this cream. Just white. It's not even rubbed in. He's like, yeah, that'll do it.
I'll get rid of it.
What?
No, I think it's hilarious now with motivation. Because now it's just a bunch of kids. When you see motivational videos for lifting, it's like teenagers now. It used to be just... the greatest. I mean, you'll still see old bodybuilders or people like David Goggins, but now it's just like kids my age who are jacked, and that's the motivation. It's like, who are you?
Yeah, I popped out like this, bro.
Who is this guy?
My mom gave birth at 3 months because she couldn't sustain all this.
This dude's born in 05, and I've got no recollection of who this dude is.
Well, that's kind of you, though, right? To a degree.
You think I post motivational videos?
No. I'm talking about like you're a guy that's in shape at a very young age.
Yeah, I'm at exactly.
Like when you started working out, you was like in high school.
Yeah, right? But I've got no achievements. I've won a bodybuilding show. That's my achievement. But
I'm getting at like if someone was to see, like a lot of times, I guess there was a time in life. I don't know. It's different, but it seems like. Back when I was growing up, like the guys that you saw that were like super jacked like that were like in their mid 20s to 30s, and now you're seeing like
13-year-olds.
That are just like juiced up, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I know that's bad.
Well, I mean, good and bad.
People are like sacrificing their outside living for weightlifting now. They're like, hey, bro, the fitness industry is gonna get me in LA. People are dropping everything.
To David Goggins, do you want to be a bitch today?
Okay, that's the thing though. Seeing him is different because he's done stuff. He's known for being his motivation. Seeing some 15-year-old who dropped out of high school to lift weights is like not motivational.
Well, it's like the online coaches. We've talked about it on the podcast before.
I'm CPT.
I made $100 million. You want to make 10? It's always 10. You want to make $10,000 a month? It's always $10,000 a month.
You want to make impossible gains in a month? Just spend $800 a week on my my program.
It's like the equivalent. I mean, I'm not trying to shame myself. You know, I've gained weight, but it's like the equivalent of me being like, I'm gonna show you how to get gains. I'm gonna show you how to gain mass.
Yeah,
it's
like this dude,
bruh.
This dude telling people to gain mass. He probably just told me eat peanut butter.
Yeah, that's it. Big Mac.
I think that's what the CPTs do, though. I've never.
What's the CPT?
Certified Personal Trainer.
Oh.
I've never ever even acknowledged their program. I've never even looked through them if they have it. I don't click the link ever because I don't want to see. Like, it's just stupid. I'm not gonna fall for that.
I mean, there's some guys they'll see on there that I know are legit, but
like there's bodybuilders who are certified personal trainers. They probably know a thing or two, and then there's personal trainers who have news coverage of them. Not some dude who's got 10,000 followers and absolutely no news articles on him. You can't trust those people.
You Google him and nothing pops up.
Yeah, like
but his stuff.
He might have qualified to be a personal trainer, but that doesn't mean he knows the difference between a carnivore diet and a vegetarian diet. Like
the thing that bugs me the most though is like the business stuff, because it's like it's so subjective. It's like, why? I understand that there's value, like sometimes you have to pay to play. Like I do understand that there are some instances where you can get knowledge from people. You know what I mean? And that knowledge is valuable, and I want to soak up all the knowledge I can. But if your whole thing is like, yeah, I just figured this out on my own, and now I'm going to teach you how to do it, it's like,
no.
Why would I want that? Why wouldn't I want the journey of figuring it out myself? You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't I want that? Because I want that.
Yeah,
like,
that, but even if you're like, okay, I don't know enough, I want to learn something, you're going to go to someone who knows a lot. Because whenever someone learns something on their own, they had bad habits. They had to get rid of those bad habits along the way. But those bad habits still remain in their mindset. So they're like teaching people bad habits while teaching them. Or they're like, okay, avoid these bad habits. Well, a good trainer is going to be like, just going to tell them everything they need to do. And, you know, like, and they're not going to give them these negative thoughts at all. So, like, I'm a self-taught bodybuilder, right? I don't have the genetics to be a Mr. Olympia competitor, but I know how to win a bodybuilding show. I just know how to pose. I know all the basic stuff. I know a good diet. But do not go to me for fitness advice over someone who will give it to you at a price, like a certain price. But if they know what they're doing, it's a lot more worth it.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, and that's what I think. Like, when it's tangible like that. Like, the thing about, like if you're going to get it like a trainer, right? There's tangible results. If you follow a diet and if you sleep properly and you hydrate properly and you work out properly, you will make improvements.
Yeah, you will.
And
see
it's tangible and you can see it. But there is no guarantee that if I pay you $2,000 for a business class that I'm going to make anything out of that. There's no guarantee because there's too many variables, right? Like it's not as tangible as like sure, you could give me some advice and be like, oh, well, you need to have a good routine and you need to have a good schedule and you need to like do XYZ, but like at the end of the day, like I don't know, I just don't see it as the same thing. You know what I mean? Like,
that.
Exactly, that's what I'm kind of getting at. It's like I don't understand that. Like I don't even understand how that's a thing. But I still see it. Like, I see it all the time. It's like, what?
Half the stuff that you see on the internet known as advice is also on Google for free. And you'll find the best advice from people who have the most achievements.
And a lot of times that advice is free.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to learn how to do some shit, listen to Gary Vee. Like, that dude just gives it out for free and people copy his shit and you pay $2,000 for it.
I don't get it. I will never understand. The reason people go through a program is because of...
Shortcut. They want the easy way.
They want the easy, less financially smart way. They want the way that's like, okay, well, if I read this program every day, I'm going to stick to it. Because they can't do it for themselves. You could go on Google right now, look up, what's the best weightlifting program to, recomp my body? And you're going to find 1 billion different programs. But a trainer is going to measure your dimensions. That you're going to tell them how you react to specific foods they're going to dig all the info out of you and create this program that's worth it for you, depending on who you're with. Like, the top trainers will go into every detail and tell you how to do it all. But if you're not going to go the distance, you're not going to see any change, you're going to waste a lot of money. Yeah. So that's why these people go to these cheap personal trainers who have the best genetics, who just make up some program for everybody to use. It's like, buy this program that I did. I don't care how you do your program. Just copy this one and you'll make the gains I did. You know, that's just BS.
No, and listen, like, I've always been skeptical to that kind of stuff. So, like, I saw one on Snapchat. This was literally, like, last week. So, clicked on it and it was like, just take this test and it'll show you the perfect plan for you. So here...
be like...
Yeah.
It was V-Shreds?
Yeah. No. I wasn't going to call them out, but yeah. So, what I did was I did mine, which he does have like a name, but still, it's like...
He pays for his ads on YouTube, and it's the same thing. It's like, I'll tell you how to get lean. Take this test first.
Well, I take the test, right? Like, I go through it. I just want to see what it is. So, I type in my actual body type, and it's like, it shows me a video, and he's like, I'll give you 3 points. Well, in the video intro, he's like, I used to be the same way. Like, I was a hard gainer, yeah. I was like, okay. So I watched the video. It was like a 40-minute video. I didn't watch all of it, but I watched a little bit of it. Go back to the test, retake it, and put the total opposite. Like,
he's like, I used to be like that?
Yeah.
I used to be fat.
I was just like you. I was like the dude that just couldn't lose weight for nothing. It's like, well, which one were you, bro?
I was really fat. Now I only eat pizza now.
And he never showed like any photos of it. Like,
there's no evidence that he's ever worked out before either. He just like has a good body.
Yeah.
Like, you can look up V-Shreds working out, and it's something from 8 years ago. Just absolutely no evidence that this dude is even in the gym anymore.
Yeah.
He probably just does a home workout every day.
He's got
like, top tier genetics though. Crazy genetics.
But hey, I mean, he's obviously making money.
Yeah, he's making crazy money, but he's also spending it on those stupid ads.
But gosh, I see that. Yeah, I'm just skeptical.
And the people that he pays to help promote in his videos is like, people. There's this video of his ad. Someone's reacting to him, reacting to his ad, and then it cuts to him talking about that, like, within the ad. Like, it's just this whole inception of him is so bad. Like, the worst promo. And I'm sure people fall for it. Like, you can't... Yeah, if a dude looks really good, there's a good chance he's not a good personal trainer.
Listen, you can... And me and you are on the same front. Like, what we're not saying is we're not saying you can't learn. Like, me and you are both big learners. We study all the time. I know that if we were to look at each other's YouTube history, it would just be like, shit we're studying right now. You know what I mean? Or trying to get better at or whatever. But our point, though, is like, if you're going to pay for something, man, you got to make sure it's worth it. Like, I was listening to, I'm about to release the video on this on my other channel, but it was like Master P back in the day talking about like how, because he had one of the best record deals ever of all time. He had a distribution deal, and he kept 85%. And they got 15. And it's like unheard of. Like, it's like the best. Like, he made more money than the record label did. Like, yeah, crazy. So, like, what he did was he created his own record label, and he had it distributed by Priority Records. They kept 15%. Master P's No Limit Records got 85%.
Yeah.
Now, how he got that deal, though, is that he was in California. He ended up, like, it's kind of a longer story, but anyways, he ended up getting a song to kind of get him some publicity. He had sold about 300,000 copies of this CD, Jimmy Iovine.
Which back in the day really isn't that good compared to now.
Well, I would say it's better because the money would have been better. Because he was selling 300,000 at $20 a piece.
Yeah, that's great. That's great money.
Yeah.
But like, for reference now, like when you sell 300,000 units or something, that's like crazy because most people's income comes from streams on these stream services.
Oh yeah, like now when you hear someone's first week numbers, it's like, oh, they did 50,000 this week. They're like, that's good.
That's good. Yeah, but back in the day, like 300,000 copies is it's probably all right.
Independent was like, oh, dude, that's awesome. But like, if you were signed to a major record label and sold 300,000, what the hell? Like,
yeah.
Anyways, so Jimmy Iovine from Interscope, you know, Dr. Dre, Eminem, all them, like that guy behind all that, he gets Master P out, says, all right, I'll give you $1 million record deal. Master P looks over the paperwork and he sees that like he'll no longer own his name. Like he'll have like 10% for the rest of his life, like whatever it was, and he was just like, "Yeah, I'm gonna pass on this." And Jimmy Iovine's like, "Man, if you do that, you'll never get a record deal in this city." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna pass." He's on the airplane and his brother's like, "How much money you got in your pocket?" He's like, $500, and he's like, "You just turned down that $1 million?" He was like, "If that dude that doesn't know who I am offered me $1 million, how much do you think I'm worth?" He doesn't even know me. 20, 30, 40, 50 million? I don't know, but I won't know if I take the $1 million. So he goes back. He's living in the projects at the time. Like, life is not good. He goes back. He starts, like, researching, which this is, Google doesn't exist, but he's just researching, like, who has the best record deal. He finds out that the best record deal in the industry is Michael Jackson. So then he says, okay, well, in order to sign contracts, you have to have a lawyer. So he looks up who is Michael Jackson's lawyer. He then calls the office of the lawyer and says, "Hey, I'm wanting to talk to you about record contracts." And he's like, "Well, I have a $25,000 retainer. Like, if you want to talk to me, you got to pay $25,000 and I'll give you an hour." So he's like, "Okay." So he hustles up $25,000.
Oh.
And he pays the lawyer. The lawyer sits down with him. And he's like, "All right, so if you want a record deal better than Michael Jackson, you need a distribution deal. You need to be your own record label and have another record label just distribute it to all the stores." And he was like, "All right." He was like, "And you want to get like, you'll get like 80% if you do it that way." And he was like, "All right." And he was like, "That's the best $25,000 I ever spent, because that $25,000 made me like $600 million. So there's a smart way to invest in your future and really learn from people who can get you where you need to be. So I'm not saying you shouldn't ever put money up to do something, but what I am saying is like, make sure that those people actually are what they are.
Back in the day,
like, it's different getting an interview, and then you also have to think about the day and time. Like, now we could have Googled all that.
Yeah, exactly.
But at that time, there was no Googling all that. And then it is also different when you're talking to the actual man who puts contracts together. Like, he's an entertainment lawyer, and he's one of the best because he represents one of the biggest artists in the world at the time.
Yeah.
So it's like, of course he's going to give you great advice because he's that dude.
Now there's like...
That's like getting acting lessons from The Rock. Like, of course he knows... I mean, he's in 15 movies this year. Like, of course he's going to be able to point you in the right direction.
It's so hard now because you can Google the best certified personal trainers, but people can buy their way through ads and be like, "I'm the best personal trainer. Look at this ad on Google that says so." And it's just BS.
Look at these result pictures Photoshop.
Yeah, like, there's just no way to tell who's the best. I don't know why this is about personal trainers, but this is a great example because they're the ones that get the most people. I keep trying to,
segue us out of it, and you just keep,
Because there's no other better way to put this. Like, social media has ruined the way that people, want to progress or should progress.
This podcast episode is brought to you by OJ.
I don't know. Just
I feel like I'm going to get some hate in the comments. Like, why is that dude drinking orange juice?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
A jug? Who's jugging?
Who's jugging? I don't know.
You got the friend that's jugging. That's like the water jug. Like, I always hated seeing
bro.
that.
People drinking milk out of the carton is rude.
I mean, that's mine. Like, no one else is drinking.
Yeah, I know.
That.
And no,
but
if
it's
your milk
half.
carton, I still don't care. I don't want to see you drinking out of that. Drink out of a glass.
Yeah, true. I feel that way. I feel kind of like a little WT when I'm drinking out of that jug. But I never liked seeing the dudes drink like the jugs that work out all the time, just like a white. Yeah, because it's just like
water.
Man, I'm just goo. Like, you just see it vibrate. It's like, come on, man. Just
now,
put that
I understand that you don't know what a gallon is, so the big visual representative of a gallon helps you out. But if you have the slightest bit of brains...
But if you know this is 22 ounces and you know it takes 6 of them...
Brawn, yeah. Like this, there's 8 of these in a gallon for me.
There's 6 of these in a gallon.
So...
And to me, it's easier because you drink one, you're like, oh, I just got 5,
you just drink another one. But no, these people, they need the visual. They're like, I have to get down whole gallon.
I think they need a good Arnold. I think they need like a...
Give me water.
Okay, not so good.
Well, that's Predator, Arnold.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, no, I'm not calling him dumb. I just think it's funny.
Look at that motivation over there. See that picture? Very bottom.
Yeah.
You know who that is?
John Morant.
No, the very bottom.
What?
The very bottom picture over there, under Arnold.
Yeah, I made my guess. I don't know.
The baby.
What? He has hair?
That was the baby, and he's holding up like $35, like in a picture, like he's like a kid, and he's just trying to stunt. And then the picture next to it is him holding up like a gigantic stack, and then it just says,
"Where are you seeing this?" Okay, he's bringing it over here. Nice. Oh. Okay, I see now.
See what I'm saying? Like, it's pretty solid, man. I don't know what made me think of that. I looked over at the Arnold picture, and then I saw that.
I mean, this is still like nothing compared to what he has, but I see.
But it's just the idea. Like,
Yeah.
he's holding up $15 in this picture. I see 3 5s, a couple of ones.
He's getting that money.
And now it's just like,
Those are
bruh,
probably
this
all
picture
hundreds.
should tell you to keep chasing your dreams, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what's got to do with what we were talking about.
Well, you did the bad Arnold impersonation, and it made me. The first one I was impressed by. The second
I was
one,
doing the Predator. Arnold.
It's one of those
has
things
different
where
voices.
like sometimes you just get lucky, and you should just like accept it as like, oh, I got lucky. Like, you shouldn't take it as confidence to do it again, because then it all just becomes.
I did a
awkward.
whole different impersonation.
I know, and it wasn't good.
You've literally never watched the Predator, apparently.
No, I have.
He
You
made
got
that
the line.
He made the noise.
You got the
1,000
line.
times.
You got the line.
Okay.
You just didn't get the execution. Of
So
the
you're
line.
telling me you've watched Pumping Iron and Predator,
Yes.
and you know the difference between the two completely different voices. He does not sound the same in either of those.
No, he doesn't.
Okay, then how is it bad if I was impersonating a different Arnold?
It just didn't sound like him.
Okay.
Like, his voice can change.
You need to watch the movie again.
I'm joking with you anyway.
I can tell.
Well, you know,
Oh man.
maybe it's a little true.
Oh, I thought I had bad pit sweat, but
Whoa, I
It's
mean,
just
no
the
one needs to
shadows.
see it, bruh.
nah.
You keep it to
Embrace.
yourself.
Embrace.
Keep it to yourself. So you had an interesting week. Let's talk about it.
What? What I do?
I mean, apparently not enough.
I haven't left the
Apparently
house.
you didn't do enough.
Literally didn't leave the house. My parents were out camping. I was at home alone, taking care of everything, holding the fort down. I literally didn't leave my house.
Yeah, I know. We were supposed to record on Tuesday, and you said, "Hey, man, I can't leave my house." Thought it was a little odd, but I was just like, "Okay, well, that's
Yeah,
fine."
my parents
I mean,
were out camping. I was just wanting to stay home, take care of everything, make sure nothing got messed up.
and I mean, you know, maybe like 8 out of 10.
Yeah, didn't do my
You got
best.
like an 80% on
Didn't
that
do my
test.
best. Yeah, one of the pets might have been a little dehydrated.
And I'm not laughing about the pet being dehydrated. I'm sure he'll be okay.
Yeah.
But what I am laughing about is like you intentionally didn't go anywhere.
I literally didn't go anywhere, so just
so
I
that
could
you
take care.
could give full attention, and then it just
That's just me though. Like me taking care of other things that aren't me is not a good idea.
your side hustle is not babysitting. Like, let's be clear.
No.
You're not the dog walker. Like, you'll come back with just a leash. Like, I don't know what happened,
I won't
bro.
come back with the leash. I'll forget. I'll put it down somewhere. And
Just come back. Hey, I'm here to pick up your dog. You already picked him up. Where's he at? I don't know.
figured he'd go back home. No, that's me. I will go all out just to make sure I do something right. And when I can't even do it right, then that's how you know that I couldn't do it if I didn't go all out.
I mean, listen, you know, things happen, though, sometimes. Like, I'm obviously giving you a hard time, but I'm a very, like...
give me a plant.
I'm capable of doing something, but at the same time, I gotta know... The way my brain works, I gotta know the ins and outs.
Me too.
So like, if there's something that I need to know that's, like, pivotal to the situation... don't expect me to figure that out on my own.
No, give me instructions.
Because it's not it's not my primary thing that I do all the time.
Yeah.
So like, you know, I had a conversation with someone the other day. Like, I borrowed the truck for the ice cream tricycle, and you know, I like to go above and beyond. So they had something in the back, like some goat feed or something like that, and I was like, well, I'll spray that out. Well, while I was there, I went ahead and washed their whole truck. She was like, you know what I mean? I filled it up with gas. Like, brought it back on a full tank. Like, I just like to go a little above and beyond. You know, appreciate it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then the next time if I need to borrow your truck, you're not gonna think twice.
No, you're like, okay, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
he
gave me $25 worth of gas. You know, I didn't even use anything.
That sounds like a positive reaction to it.
It is. But when I washed the truck, they said, well, I have this one spot of rust on the bottom of the truck. You didn't get that wet, did you? And it's like, well, you did they did ask me to spray the back out because of the goat feed. They were like, you'll need to spray the back out. But you would think if I'm using water to spray that out, you would have told me about the spot that had rust on it.
Avoid that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, I ended up seeing it, and I decided not to spray on it. Not because I didn't want to get it wet.
Big brain.
But at the same time, it's like, that's a pivotal piece of information. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to ask me to get something on your vehicle wet, but you have a spot you don't want to get wet,
you should probably tell me.
Right? Because you're the one who knows this. It's yours. It ain't mine.
You didn't ruin my truck.
Thanks for washing it, but you ruined it. Like, what? I went above and beyond, and you didn't do the minimum. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So I gotta know all the situations. I gotta know the whole thing.
Give me a chore at someone's house. I'm taking care of your house for the week, and you tell me that.
I mean, no, you're not. But if
hypothetical. You tell me about these plants that you need watered, but you tell me that they just need to be watered. I'm watering them every hour because they will die. Because my brain needs to know how much water they need.
But I get the point. Like, I need to know.
I take care of things so avidly.
No, that one only gets watered once a week. What?
Why didn't you
and the others get... like, how am I supposed to know this? I'm Googling all this.
Like, I'm supposed to know the plants by name.
I'm doing a favor.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm helping out. And I'll help out. I'll carry the weight.
Yeah.
I'll teeter-totter. I'll let you be on top of it.
Half the time when I do it the way I want to, it's always wrong. Whether it's me trying my hardest or I'm overdoing it, it's always just like, no, you did it wrong. Well, you gave me no info. You didn't give me any instructions. You told me you expected me to take care of the house, but you didn't tell me one thing about the house that needed to be taken care of.
Yeah, you didn't give me no specifics. Yeah, I need some specifics. Notes. Like, give me something. Give me like a game plan.
Give me a broom and a mop and everything. I'll do all that cleaning. But
set the expectation. Let me know.
Well, yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, because I love going above and beyond the expectation. But listen, here's the thing. Like, I can only go above and beyond on what I deem is above and beyond. So, like, if my above and beyond doesn't even meet your standard, but I thought your standard was super low because you gave me no information. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you gave me no information. You just said, hey, Shawn, come over and just check the mail. But then you're like, dude, you didn't feed my dog. Well, you didn't even tell me there was a dog. Like, I didn't even go in, bro. I slid the paper underneath. You know what I mean? But I itemized all your bills. Like, I got them all together, junk mail in one pile. I killed the mailbox, but also the dog because you didn't tell me there was one. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Like,
no one ever.
Why'd you have him in the back, locked up in a room? Like,
no one ever tells the specifics now. I keep saying now as if it might have been different in the back in the day, but it's definitely that way now.
I feel like it's always been that way. I need information,
if someone gives you a task and they're expecting you to know all the details about the task, that's a good one, though. Someone will tell you to take care of the outside of the house, and they're like, bro.
They live out, like, the biggest deal.
Yeah, like why didn't
you say check the mail and not watch my dog? Like, I feel like the mail can pile up. The dog.
Compared to the dog, yeah.
The dog is alive where he was. Like, you know what I mean? R.I.P.
That's good. That is how I feel when someone tells me to do something. I just stand there and wait.
Yeah.
You know why I'm waiting?
And then they blame you. Like, am I supposed to ask for the more information? Like, that's you, bruh.
You're the one who has it. Like, that's why.
Well, why didn't you ask? Well, why didn't you say it? Like,
I'm not gonna ask you about the specifics if you're not gonna tell me, because like, why would you tell me to do something if you don't want it done the right way?
yeah, just give me some basics. I mean, and then you have the other opposite. So I understand some people are trying. You have the person that's like, and this is kind of me, where it's like so specific, and it's a little too much. Like it's micromanaged a little bit. Now, if I'm asking someone to watch my house, like if I was asking you to watch my house, I wouldn't expect you to do it exactly. Like I'm not gonna.
There's no way
give
I
you
can do
all
it like
of
you
the
do it.
details of what I want.
But like the main spots, maybe.
But like maybe just one thing, or like just overall, just like, oh yeah, man, make sure blah blah blah, whatever.
The more specific you are, the easier it is for them to remember.
Yeah, just a little specific. But I can tend to go like overboard, like very detailed to where it's just like
I could never have.
I shouldn't even go. I shouldn't even be leaving.
No, well, yeah.
Like if I want it done that way, like why am I even
exactly.
leaving? Like
I could never have someone to look over any of my stuff. First of all, I don't even want people in my room
with shoes on. Especially.
Yeah, with shoes. I don't want them in my room at all. But definitely without shoes.
What about no socks? Are you you like them to be barefooted? See, hold on. Let's get into that.
Socks
because here's the thing: like you don't
carry bad odor.
You don't want them to be in there with shoes because you don't know where shoes been. I understand. You got carpet, but you're letting bare feet come in over shoes.
No socks.
What if someone just comes in with the toes
No one
out?
ever comes in my room bare. No one comes in my room. They stand at the door. If they do come in my room, I don't know about it. Sometimes I'll come home with some of my drawers open, and I know it's my brother looking for socks and underwear.
Bare feet.
Dude, he's probably wearing shoes. He's probably wearing the dirty shoes he can find. He probably put on the special dirty shoes just to walk.
You're gone, and he's just barefooting your bed up, bro. He's just stomping everywhere.
No, I have my blanket laid out specifically. I know how everything looks.
Anyways, I had to wonder about the I'm a weird, like, I'm socks all the time, bro.
Yeah, well, socks carry dust, which is fine compared to the foot odor. Foot odor sinks
just
into
the
that
look
carpet.
too, bro. I don't want to look at your feet.
Well, I'm not gonna see them.
I'm just saying, period. Like I don't like feet, bro.
Oh, fair enough.
You know, yeah. I mean,
you must not visit the public pool often.
Yeah, bro. I'm wearing socks. If the big dude can wear a shirt, bro, I can wear some socks.
All right.
You know what I mean?
I don't know about that.
I'm not body shaming. I'm just.
That's comfortable.
I'm uncomfortable with my feet, bro.
You want wet socks on your feet?
Yes.
That's wild.
No, I'm joking. Dude, they would fall off. The water gets sucked in them. I'm messing around.
Obviously.
I wear swim shoes.
I've done that. You don't?
No. I mean, I don't mind to go barefoot, but I just don't like
seeing feet.
And having them on you or just being around them. You know what I mean? Like,
who you hanging out with, man?
Well,
who's got their feet around you,
bro? Like sometimes that happens. Sometimes people put them bare feet on you, and you gotta just like push them.
Unless you work in a nail salon or massage.
Dude, I could not. Could you imagine just
set your feet right here on this thing?
Pumping feet all day, bro.
That odor,
just working on them all day, dude. Your hands just smell musty. Just because even the best smelling foot still is a foot. You know what I mean?
Walks all over.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it still is a body part that has like a lot of sweat and heat and just friction and I don't know. I'm describing it. And that sounds weird, but it's almost like, yeah.
You know, these are dirtier than your feet.
But it's the same idea. Like I feel like I can wash them though.
Yeah, you can wash these, but they're still like.
I mean, you can wash your feet too. But how often do you see the dude in the bathroom just like feet up? Just
no.
Like,
I'm just saying, like the next thing that you grab is gonna have billions of germs on it.
I get it, but I'm saying your feet. Yeah. What smells worse, feet or hands?
Feet. Well,
okay.
Feet. Okay.
Well, depending on what you touch.
Yeah, well, feet smell worse.
And dude, I mean, we gotta talk about it. There's an epidemic of dudes that are not washing hands, and women as well, females.
What? Just use bathroom and walk out?
Yeah, bro.
Laziness.
Like who's not washing hands?
I think that's the best part about the bathroom. Getting to sit there and stare at you while you just Rub-a-dub-dub. Think about everything in life.
It's been a long...
10 seconds.
You saying that made me think of something the other day, dude. I used to get this hand soap. We got it in the bathroom right now. Did you? When
I went with the right one.
They're the same.
Oh, okay.
Didn't it smell magnificent?
I love those. The foamy ones that smell good. I love it.
And I used to always have that one. That exact scent. And then when I got some roommates, I decided to go a little cheaper because that soap's not cheap. You know what I mean? So I got like the 99-cent Dial antibacterial.
Yeah.
Plus, it's good for your tattoos. Like it's antibacterial, non-scented. So just went with that. But bro, having those back, like a mini bath for your hands. Like I get excited, like man, and then just being able to like smell them and be like, dude, those smell great. Like they just smell magnificent.
Yeah.
The word is magnificent. You know, with that little southern drop, it's magnificent, bruh. Then like I had a delight the other day, and I'll put it that way. It was a delight, bro, in the shower. I haven't enjoyed a shower in a long time. And when I'm saying enjoyed, I'm talking about like I didn't want it to end. I got this. Yeah, man, you like destroy the couch. I got this. Like you're the type of person that sits down and just bro. Like, just
look at you.
The camera falls. You know what I mean? All right, so I got in the shower and I got this Dove men's. And bro, it's peppermint.
True. Anything peppermint soap, top tier. I don't know what it is about it. It's got the pheromones. It just
woke me up. It felt great. Like this is like 5 a.m. You know, you're sluggish.
Yeah.
Just
the shampoo and conditioner my mom used to own. She was like a part owner of a company called Monet. All of it was peppermint scented. You put that stuff on your head and instantly, like the scents would just like, I'm awake. I'm up. Take a cold shower with conditioner. You're up. You're up and running.
It's amazing.
It's great. Peppermint's it's got magical powers.
Like I didn't want it to end.
Yeah.
And at the end of every shower, I always like turn it to cold for a while. And dude, it was great.
That's cool.
Just didn't want to stop.
That's awesome.
So,
I got places to be, but you do you.
Huh?
If I'm in the shower, I'm doing it because I have to do this now, or I won't do it ever. Like
I can't. I'm not the type of person that can skip.
I don't look forward to showers.
Shower. I can't skip shower. Shower is how I start. It's like default.
Yeah,
exactly. It's like that's the beginning of the game.
That's your race. Like 3, 2, 1, go.
Like when you press start at the video game, like that's it.
That's your shower.
Start.
But it's got to end. Like I got to get.
Yeah, it does got to end. But I'm just saying, you know. The 10-second shower.
I always do it right before I want to be the most presentable. I shower like whether if I have a lazy day.
See, I have to do it to start.
Oh yeah, I don't care how you have to do it. I'm just telling you how I'm doing it.
I know. I'm just talking about the differences.
No. Don't listen to him. The way he does it is weird.
So you don't start your day with a shower. Mm-mm. You only shower when you got to go somewhere.
If I want to be presentable and smell the best, I'm going to do it before then. That way I don't like somehow get coffee spilled on me throughout the day and have to shower again.
But when you start your day and you're doing your morning routine, you're just dusty.
Well, I wash my face and hands and like brush my teeth, but I'm at my house. The only people who are looking at me are Casper and the crew.
I got you.
Yeah, like... But before I go somewhere or record, I need to be clean.
Okay. No, I'm with you.
Confidence.
There's some days where I will do like the dusty morning, but bro, I don't know. I'm less productive. It's almost like the shower makes me like, okay, the day has started. But I guess it's because I've just started the day with the shower
for so long. You're just
since I was a kid. Thing. Yeah,
that's your.
Because I was never the kid that wanted to take a bath at night. I always want to do it in the morning. Like, wake up.
That is weird. Okay, anyways. Yeah, that's your trigger, though. My trigger is like, we're about to go somewhere. Let's get clean. That way we smell good for the most amount of possible time that I need to be clean.
Okay, little game here. All right, it's 1:30 in the afternoon.
This needs to be the end of the podcast right here.
It's 1:30 in the afternoon, and you just woke up.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty accurate.
No, all right.
Wait. I stayed up till 4 last night editing a video.
That's awesome.
I recorded and edited a video in 5
I love
hours.
how like programmed you are, but loose you are. Like my mind does not work that way. Like it's something that I appreciate about you because you're very regimented and very programmed, but like you're also like. I don't know how I balance it out because I'm assuming that you didn't like sacrifice your sleep. Like you still got the same amount of sleep.
I still got my 8 or 9 hours. Yeah.
I admire that, bro. Because in my mind, I'd be like kicking myself in the ass. Like, yeah, you stayed up till 4 doing that, but like now it's.
Well, because I don't have.
Now you're gonna have to do that again today. You know, to get the same amount of stuff done. You know what I mean? That's like how I don't know. I admire that about you. But anyways, all right. So you wake up 3:00 in the afternoon, and. Whatever time you wake up, let's just say you wake up. What's the first thing you're doing? The first minute. Well, what are you
doing? Drinking water.
Okay, so that's your first.
If we're counting, like the first minutes that I'm out of my bed, I'm drinking water. The first minutes I'm awake, sometimes I just get on my phone and check all my numbers. I check every number that has anything to do with me.
So your number checking. That's what I want to know, though. Right when you wake up, not out bed. Just when you wake up, what's the first minute?
Check just to set the mood of the day. Did I do better than yesterday or worse? And then I'm just like, okay, that sets the mood. If I did worse than yesterday, then I'm going to go harder today. If I did better than yesterday, I'm just going to have a chill day.
It sets the bar.
Sets my mindset.
Sets the bar.
Yeah. Now, if I had the same mindset, like just do better every day, then I think I would have a really bad day. If I tried to be better every day, one of those poop days where everything is just not good, I'll be in a horrible mood.
Yeah. It's the balance of like pushing yourself.
Yeah.
But also allowing yourself to grow.
Yeah.
Like being the person that wants to grow, but is okay with the results as well.
Yeah.
Because sometimes if you're not okay with the results, it's just a matter of time before you stop because you don't think it's enough. You got to celebrate the steps, right?
Yep.
I always go back to like watching my nephew learn how to walk for the first time. He took 2 steps and fell on his ass, but everybody in the room was ecstatic. You know what I mean? No one said like, you suck at walking. Boo. You ain't never going to walk. You know what I mean? Like everybody was happy because we expected him to fall. Yeah. But we knew the steps led to more steps.
Yeah.
And that's the same with us. It's like some days you're going to have like days where you fall on your ass. But like it's the idea of getting back up because the steps lead to more steps. And pretty soon the falls become less and less.
Yeah.
And the steps become more and more. And sure, like even the other day I fell. Like, wow, I'm a grown ass man. I fell. Like physically fell. I try to make it look like a dance though.
Dude,
because I have this saying. I have this saying, man. In life, sometimes you trip. And sometimes when people trip, they fall. Other people turn those trips into beautiful dances. And that's all I'm doing, baby. I'm dancing.
Well,
dance.
I try to. I usually just don't fall. When I trip, I usually just like recover so quickly because...
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's the dance.
I look forward to tripping because it's where I can prove that I'm the best at recovering.
All right, so your first minute is spent checking
numbers.
Checking your numbers. My first minute... My goal is to get out of the bed as quick as possible because the way I am, like I have this tendency to like be slow if I don't start that's why I have to do the shower. So first minute I make my bed. Like it's the very first thing I do. And then I race over here and I read my goals.
Yep.
And then from there, coffee, breakfast, shower.
Yeah. That's what I would like to do, but I know I wouldn't stick with it until I literally made it my only goal. And then I wouldn't have any other goals. My only goal would be to have a good routine.
Yeah.
My routine's my routine right now. I'm sticking with it till it fails me.
I like it.
But Wednesday, I completely forgot about uploading videos for the podcast channel. So my first minute was realizing that I didn't upload anything at like, this was like 12 p.m. This was like 1 p.m. I had 2 hours to get those uploaded. Well, yeah, before I went to work. And so yesterday. So I turn the computer on and immediately get to editing and processing and all that. Like within 5 minutes, I had a video edited.
That's awesome.
It's crazy. Like there's no
too.
routine for me. It's like whatever my first thing that I realize needs to happen is usually what happens. It just happens to be.
I like the freedom in it.
Yeah. Imagine if I had.
Because you're also like a high achiever, so it's like the fact that you're able to just balance it all. I like that.
Like imagine if I had your routine. I had to like make my bed and do my shower and all that. That was your first thing, and then you realize you didn't upload the videos that you're supposed to. Like, what do? Do you panic, or you just take your time and do it anyways?
Well,
you're waking up at like 5.
Yeah. I was starting to say our routines are different because
I wake up at midday.
Yeah. Like I'm waking up at 5 a.m., so it's like I have plenty of time. I have 12 hours to get that done. But then again, the double-edged sword of that is that if I have a day where I wake up at 10, because I've had a few of those, because I was working on the truck and then I'd work on something else, and it's like 4 a.m. when I'm going to bed, and it's hard to wake up at 5 when you go to bed at 4. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, then I sleep till 10, and I wake up, and I just is like, bro, like, if 5 hours, dude, half your day is already done by now.
Yeah, well, if it's that
day. And it's nice to be able to be that far ahead. You know what I mean? But everyone has their own thing. That's why I wanted to ask you. Because we're of the same cloth and mindset of, like, we want to accomplish stuff and we get stuff done. But, like, our approaches are totally different. So the reason that I wanted to say that is bringing it all the way back full circle to this shit that you buy for $9.99 or whatever, where people are trying to teach you stuff. 2 different methods, and we both execute.
Yeah.
So find what works for you. Study people. Study things. Watch things. Invest correctly. And know that there are a million ways to do something. You know what I mean? Just because it worked for them doesn't mean that it's going to just work exactly the same for you. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's not cookie cutter, man. Yeah. It's not cookie cutter. Everyone that's why I wanted to end with that, because I was like, we have 2 totally different approaches.
But we're getting it done.
But we are feet on the road.
And I don't have someone managing me all day. I do my own thing. I didn't pay anybody to tell me how to live my life. I figured it out myself.
Exactly.
But if I'm gonna get advice from somebody, I'm gonna get the top-notch advice, the best, the most credible advice I can possibly find. Yep.
I want top of the shelf.
And half the time, it's free.
And I want it name brand advice. I don't want Clover Valley. I don't want great value. I don't want good enough value. It's just okay value. Like,
no, I want
top tier.
I want the toppest of tier. And I'm telling you, half the time it's free. More than half the time, it is free advice.
GOOGLE.
Google. And YOUTUBE.
Same company.
SAMECOMPANY.
Samsung?
Same company.
All right, I'm Shawn.
I'm Cam.
This has been Atypical.
Bye, guys.